Good morning. It's Monday, October 21st, and actually that's not true. It's actually the afternoon of Sunday, October 20th when I'm recording this video, because I'm coming to you live from the fabulous Caesars Palace here in Las Vegas, where we had the great opportunity to attend this year's annual convention of the National Association of Mortgage Brokers. We were here with roughly 2,600 mortgage brokers from around the country. The weekly roadmap and mortgage advisory partners had a great couple of days here at the conference. We were ecstatic last night to be able to host a fabulous party, co-host a fabulous party last night at the Omnia nightclub here in Caesars Palace. It was a great evening, a beautiful night with fabulous views, and 2,400 people were whittled down to 800 VIP guests that were our guests at the Omnia last night. We've had some unbelievably great conversations. We've got some new customers. We've had a chance to share the weekly roadmap, which is the call that we do every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, like clockwork, where I do a market update. We have some fabulous guest speakers. In fact, in this post is the deck from this past Friday's call and the video from this Friday's call, which featured Tony Thompson, the founder and CEO of the National Association of Minority Mortgage Brokers of America. Fabulous call. We got tons of positive response from that call as well. And in addition to that, we have the post for our weekly newsletter, which is free. I just want to mention that. It's free all the time if you want to subscribe. And we have the post to subscribe to the weekly roadmap. It's the fastest growing podcast and live call in the mortgage business. We encourage you to do it. You can get on every Friday and get an update as to what's going on in the market, what kind of data you should be watching for, what's going to happen in terms of rates, those types of things. I don't predict rates, but I give you a sense of how to kind of anticipate the volatility in the market. This week's newsletter focuses on volatility, and it's been very volatile since the Fed's rate decision. But in truth, what's going to come up is we have an election coming up in like 15 days. And if you remember back in 2016 and 17, we had immense volatility around the market. So while I'm not going to try to predict the election and I'm not going to try to predict interest rates, what I will tell you, I think it's going to be a very volatile time between now and shortly after the election. So here's a hint. 90% of mortgage apps in the United States close, which are locked. So if your apps or your pipeline is locked, you have a 90% pull through. If your loans are not locked and they're floating, that pull through is typically, particularly in refinances, are sub 50%. So if you're looking to work hard, get your pipeline to close, I'd be thinking about locking your customers and closing them as quickly as you can. But again, up above, a couple of posts. The newsletter, the registration to the weekly roadmap, which I encourage you to go do. It's free. You can look at it through the balance of this year, and then you can decide whether you want to be a long-time participant in it. And then in addition to that is the deck and the video from last week's weekly roadmap. So we're giving you as much content as we can. We're ecstatic to be here. We're ecstatic to have had a great conference, and I'll see you on the road.